Hello everyone, this is Jamu Jimmy and welcome back to South of Midnight. As you can see, we've made it through all the various levels and now we're here at the end, at midnight itself, and we have to find our way south of it. So, we're gonna do that today. But here we are, by Papa.
I found her, Dad. I brought Mama home safe and sound. We're okay.
We're off to kill our grandmama, because she is a vile, wicked demon woman. Why can I go up here? What the? Am I stuck? I'm stuck. Nope. I made it, okay. Oh, yeah, why can I go up here? That's such a random inclusion. Okay, but anyways. Fine.
Hazel.
Oh, I see. We can't. We can jump over the graves, but not the twigs. Let's go to Grandmama's house.
Hazel. Wish me luck.
The road is.
Not out here in a few minutes. Call the authorities.
Who is she talking to? Oh, the fox.
I don't know what to say to her. What is there to even say?
How about time to die, you fiend? This is looking ominous.
All of this stigma was coming from her the whole time.
She's the source.
If we can come to an understanding, maybe all of this will clear up.
I doubt it. She literally tried to kill you. Like, how is she forgetting this? You're not gonna talk to somebody that thinks you should be dead.
All right.
Confront Bunny. Also, why did she leave her door open?
Lily? Are you back? How did you... Oh, you're more powerful than I thought.
Is that Molly's heart?
Why didn't it work? It should have brought Sherry back.
You can't bring back the dead.
You did something, didn't you? That's why the magic failed.
I heard your baby spirit crying. In a tree. She was in pain. I did everything I could to help her.
In pain? Or just in your way? You have no idea what loss feels like. When Cherie drowned, I was so raw it hurt to breathe. I'd see cars with those baby on board signs and just want to ram them. This town's full of people who don't deserve their kids, who beat them right in the middle of a store.
Like you?
Why are their children still alive and not my Cherie?
Because you weren't watching?
I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child. But the things you've done ain't right.
Everything I done was for Cherie. You had no right to tamper with her spirit.
You had no right. You've hurt everyone around you. You murdered Molly.
I don't want to hear this.
You need to change. To make up for what you've done.
I can't. I don't even know what to live for anymore.
There is a way you can see Cherie again.
I don't believe in heaven if you came here to kill me.
No. But there is a town for folks who can't move on. Or won't. You can't do any more harm there. But think it through, Bunny. I've seen what happens to folks who can't let go of the past. Your choice.
Cherie's baby brush. She was so tender-headed, I'd get cross with her. Now I'd give anything to brush her hair again.
And you can, my darling.
I know who you are. It won't really be her.
You'll never be able to tell the difference, I promise.
I won't.
Not if you don't want to.
Yeah, but
You're very kind.
not gonna be a good memory. You're probably gonna have to relive the drowning all over and again.
There's a fine line between mercy and justice, ain't that right, Hazel Flood? You chose a hard road for yourself.
I know.
The whole house was being held up by the stigma? That's crazy.
Oh, shit!
Hazel! Mama!
Oh, good Lord. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I got a lot to tell you.
I got time.
I guess this was just an epilogue. Broke at midnight, complete the game. That was interesting. I would say the gameplay elements I didn't love, but okay, I'll say the combat I didn't like. Everything else was pretty good. The graphics was beautiful, the art style I really liked. The movement outside of combat was very good as well. The running, jumping, the little thing you can do, the gliding mechanic. Honestly, it strikes me as this game strikes me as something that was made by a developer that's like not very experienced with making games, but they want to tell a really good story. Or maybe they spent a lot of their budget on that art style and those graphics, which admittedly it's very pretty, really, and the lighting looks really good. But yeah, not bad, not bad. I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the characters. The story was a little simple, but the world was really cool, so I enjoyed that. Mission format was very linear as well, kind of very samey. Like you walk for a bit, explore, do a little jumping, and then you do some combat. Then you do a little more the exploring, then more combat. Then you end with the run, where you gotta collect all those, or fill the bottle, that sort of thing. The boss fights left a lot to be desired in terms of the actual mechanics of the fight. I thought they weren't very interesting, but that's because the whole combat system needs a little reworking. Something about it just doesn't quite click with me. I love the music. I love the way that the music was integrated with the story, and especially at the end of each level, it was like there was a song that was telling the story of the level itself. Oh, that was really cool, and the way it was integrated, and I noticed that it was scripted in the sense that like if you deviated from the path, the song would like let off in a natural way, and then when you went back on the main path, the song would resume. So I enjoyed that. I really did like that. I think that was a cool technique. It's something that I remember. What's his name? Marty O'Donnell from worked on Halo when it was developed by Bungie. So he was the guy that was in charge of all the sounds in the game, and talked about curating the sounds for certain levels where he wanted a certain parts of the song to activate at certain points in the level, so that you could ensure that everyone's experiencing a certain desired experience at the same, without any variables. So, which is quite interesting, and it does take some entire intentional work to accomplish that, because you gotta plan everything, and so I like to see that idea was implemented here as well, and it was done pretty well, I think. Hazel as a character was alright. She was interesting. I guess seeing her go through the world was cool. Just visiting her past a little bit. Like we got a couple different perspectives, I guess, different mini adventures in each level. So I thought that was cool. But I think I would have wanted. Oh, you know what? Also the running sections. I feel like that was too simple. Like you really couldn't fail that. You know. Like it reminded me of Crash Bandicoot, so I feel like there was a lot of potential there to do something, but like you know, Crash Bandicoot when you're running away from like I think it's a Triceratops that always would chase him in the lava levels, but yeah. Also, I mean, this is not a gripe that's specific to this game, but I feel like when you learn lore that tells you what's going on with the story, it makes it make less sense when the character doesn't know that. You know what I mean? Like we literally pick this up, she comments on it, and then later on we get a revelation for her that we already had confirmed. But like I said, all games do that because that'd be super complicated to manage updating the main character's reactions to things based on what the character picked up in game. So I get it, but it's something I noticed. Stood out of it. Then we got the singers. We had the musicians earlier. Very good. These are the songs. Life is a Fight to Be Won, Benji, Tuto Tom, Cherry Tree, Rougarou. Yeah, these songs were pretty good. Huggin Molly as well. Altamaha. I don't know that one off the top of my head. Shaking Bones, that's the dude that ferried us through. Animation Vertical. In terms of the claymation aesthetic, I didn't feel like the gameplay simulated it well, but the cutscenes I definitely saw it. But I mentioned before there was a game I'm playing now called The Midnight Walk, where that one definitely I do feel it in the gameplay. Like I feel like I'm watching like a claymation video. So I did. I'm saying that because I'm bringing it up because to say that it is possible, but whatever way that they implemented this art style here, I found that it didn't take too well to the game itself. And performance was slightly an issue for me. Like, although I think going back to again thinking maybe this developer doesn't have a lot of experience with this sort of stuff, it feels like maybe they used an engine that has very powerful but has like a bunch of preset stuff that's hard to change, or not hard to change, but you have to know what you're doing to change it. What comes to mind is like maybe Unreal Engine 5. Like I know people complain that engine, although it makes pretty games, it's very hard to optimize those games to make them run well at this point. Like, people just haven't learned well enough, and combined with like the developers for the engine itself haven't really done enough there. They've made the features, and now they're trying to optimize the features for the developers to then make optimized games. But I've been hearing a lot of issues with Unreal Engine 5 in general. So I don't actually know what thing this was made on, what engine. Let me look it up. It was made on Unreal Engine 4 actually, so that's interesting. But same thing applies, but maybe if it's Unreal Engine 4, that's a more mature version of the engine, so I would say that's more so that maybe the devs didn't know which settings to tweak in the engine itself. But it's a hard thing, and I mean, what they made was playable for sure. Good. It's just, again, something I noticed, so I thought I'd mention that. Overall, it was a fun adventure. I see potential for like a franchise out of this, or like a sequel. When we've had, I mean, they did a good job with the world building, really, because we've got this lore of the Weavers and the False Weaver and kooshma. Kooshma is just one entity in this world, right? So they could have another game that has another entity kind of going out of control, because that was kind of kooshma's issue. I think I would like to see maybe the concept of the false weaver could come into play in the next game. That would be cool. Yeah, pretty much all my thoughts. For those who don't know, when I play a game, I tend to watch through all the credits the first time that I finish it. So this was a blind playthrough, so this was the first time I was experiencing this, and yeah, I do this. Even before I was recording my gameplay, like I used to do this. It's my own little ritual for when I complete the game, and then I'll also reflect on it, or sometimes I'll just bask in the fact that I finished the game. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like 2025 is going to be a good year for gaming. I think I've heard other people say that as well, but it seems like it so far. We got when did I think Black Myth and Space Marines was last year, right? Yeah, that came out 2024. And Space Marine also did. That's a game I'm really looking forward to playing. I actually have Space Marines too, but I was waiting for my buddies, and then they're waiting for it to go on sale to buy it, I think. So I might just end up going ahead and playing it, but I still got other games to finish. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I speed this up. Oh, we can do this.
This here town is dreams and fog, a place you write your epilogue. I attest his
We're listening to the music, you know, we're chilling. A lot of people were involved in this game, though, it seems. Impressive.
Dreammaker, kingmaker, lord of fog, hand trance, spin the wheel and make a wish.
Level art. They did a great job with the level art. The lighting, they did a phenomenal job with lighting. That was very good. Vegetation. All the little details of the game, they look good. I like the little animals that just randomly around, you know, that's cool. Red 9, I don't know what Red 9 is.
Over your choices, he obsesses until kooshma comes along. Dreammaker, kingmaker, lord of fog and chance.
Oh yeah, this is the song that was played with when Hazel was dancing with Roux. That was a little weird for me. Yeah. Especially the thought that he was potentially using, like, manipulating her body with his whatever strings or whatever black magic he has. Although Roux doesn't seem entirely evil, I don't know. I guess he is. He is evil, but he isn't. Maybe that's what's represented in his eyes. He's good and bad. Because he technically didn't lie about the door leading to the mom from a certain point of view. But, yeah. I think I would have liked if there was some lore explaining why Mahalia was the last Weaver before Hazel, and she was so long ago. Oh, I don't know what, like, I think that would have been cool if there was a lore explanation for that, and if maybe that could be the basis for a sequel, potentially exploring that, like what happened. There must be some villain somewhere, maybe the idea of the false Weaver is like a type of individual, because maybe Weavers are themselves. I don't know the lore too much. I think these are based on real folklore, but I don't know about this game. I don't know if they've manipulated the folklore and adapted it to fit within the confines of a game. But that'd be interesting, because, like, I mean, that's better, right? That's basically what, like, God of War did. They took Greek mythology and definitely messed with it a little bit, but because they weren't trying to be accurate, it wasn't supposed to be an accurate depiction of Greek mythology. It was supposed to be a game about Greek mythology. So I feel like this could be a pretty cool equivalent like that, you know, like this could be just South folklore in a video game. So a lot of potential here for that. How many bosses do we fight? I feel like we didn't fight a lot, really. It was roux, I remember. Kooshma, of course. We fought the crocodile. Are those the 3 bosses? I want to say no. I feel like there's one more. No, that might just be it. I feel like, oh no, and then Huggin Molly. Yeah. I think Huggin Molly was probably the best boss fight. Although the crocodile is pretty cool too. Tom. I like the fact that once you beat him, you go into his stomach, and then there's like a whole town in his stomach. I think that was a cool like visual experience. Huggin Molly was pretty cool too. Running through the chambers and like you see your arms reaching out. Like that. kooshma was extremely underwhelming as a fight. As like a final thing, that was just not that interesting. I think we're heading to the end. Maybe I will speed it up. Xbox certification, Xbox cloud platform. They're doing all kinds of things with Xbox. That's all you gotta know about that. Xbox IT. I love the IT. He's just IT. Yep. These are the IT people. I'm technically an IT person, I guess. Simply gone. These guys are simply gone. Special thanks. Okay, we'll get this slow down for the special thanks, I guess. Black at Xbox. Who's Black at Xbox? Consultants. We got a bunch of consultants for indigenous preferences. Interesting. Folklore consultant Donna Washington. Yeah, that's an important one there. Oshko Technology Zing. And there you have it. Oh.
And that's how a new weaver came to be in Prospero.
Well,
Crouton, I forgot about Crouton. He was the best.
Not bad at all, Hazel Flood.
I appreciate it. I gotta get going. Instead, I meet Ma Laurent for dinner. See y'all later.
Nice. Awesome, so that's the end of the game. So yeah, those are my thoughts on it. I had fun, I enjoyed it, but this is a game I probably wouldn't be returning to in a while. But I would be definitely looking forward to having like a sequel or something, so. But anyways, if you watched this game, let me know what you thought. If you watched the series that I've had, let me know what your favorite part was and what you thought about it, and maybe what you'd like to see me play next. I typically just plan my own catalog myself, but if there's an interest on YouTube, that may influence what gets bumped up in the queue, or so to speak. So yeah, but anyways, that's gonna be it for today. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.